All right, things to discuss. We got a lot of news that's happened the last few days. Um, I'm just gonna go over the major stuff that's been happening the last few days revolving the UFC. And I think personally the biggest one is this. I mean, how they're completely screwing over Movsar Evlev and giving Yair Rodriguez the title shot instead. If you guys have not been paying attention or following along, yes, this is not technically official, but it's very likely this is the fight that's going to happen in September too. If y'all didn't know, Volk, back when he was champion before in his first title reign, fought Yair Rodriguez like around 2 years ago, and yeah, he dominated him. Um, it was not hard. He obviously Yair was gaining. I mean, he was having some of his moments in the third round with the striking, but then obviously Volk took over, hurt him, took him down easily, and finished him on the ground. In the first 2 rounds, he was just beating him up. This was not a hard fight for Volk. This was another easy title defense for him. And Yair, ever since then, had a long layoff, came back February last year, fought Brian Ortega, an old Brian Ortega, who also had a long layoff, who also hurt his foot. Literally, what's it called? He literally jumped in the air as he was being announced and hurt his foot. And then he still won. He beat Yair. Yair lost to Brian Ortega. Guys, Brian Ortega, really. I'm not trying to hate on Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega is obviously a good fighter, but he's not, like, today he's not as good as the other featherweights. Like, we have a new era of featherweights, and he's not up there anymore. Yair lost to him. Like, nobody thought that Yair was going to lose to Brian. And then after that, a 14-month layoff, comes back, fights an old washed Patricio Pitbull who's making his UFC debut, and he won. I figured he would win. But he didn't win that in dominant fashion. He just won. Like, he just outstruck him and outclassed him. What do you think is going to happen if they rematch? I really think the same thing is going to happen if they were to do it again, and it looks like they are. It looks like they're... I mean, the UFC is not doing a good job. They're doing a real poor job with the matchmaking. It's really bad. I think they're only doing this because they need a Mexican fighter to fight at UFC Noche, which is in September. Yair's Mexican. They just need a Mexican fighter. That's not how you're supposed to run business. Like, it really isn't. You don't give undeserved. Yair's 1-4 in his last fights. That's how. How do you get a title shot off that? Beating a Patricio Pitbull on his debut is not giving yourself a title shot. How does that help you? That makes zero sense. Obviously, it should be Movsar Evlev. Now, to be clear, there's not a clear number one contender in featherweight, but there's one that is definitely by far above everyone else, and that is Movsar Evlev, and he deserves that title shot. He just came off a really good win against Aljamain Sterling. Now, I obviously thought Aljamain won that fight, but it doesn't matter. He did, on paper, win. He obviously deserves that title shot because there's no one else for Movsar to face in the top 5. Aljo was the best one. So it's got to be Volk. And Volk asked for him, too. Like, are you just not letting the champion choose? He should have a right as a champion to call out who he wants. And they just ignored that and gave it to an undeserved willing Yair Rodriguez, who Volk already beat badly. See, like, it's already bad enough they just gave a horrible, undeserved title shot to Yair. Volk already beat him in his title run. In his other past title run. Like, I don't understand what the UFC is doing. This is really bad. They shouldn't be doing this. Really bad decision. Now, here's the other side of this. If you all haven't known in the past, Volk is one of my favorite fighters ever. So, I think this is a much easier title defense than Movsar Evlev. And as you saw in my previous video, I did have Movsar winning, barely. But I still thought Volk is fully capable of beating Movsar. But I really don't see a world where Yair beats Volk. Obviously, Yair's a good fighter, but Volk obviously... And sorry about that, large silence. I was trying to see stuff. Yeah, there's no world where Yair I mean, there is a world where Yair, obviously every fighter has a chance to win if you step in the cage, but very low chance Yair wins. Volk knows how to beat him because he already beat him. Yair has not changed much as a fighter. He's pretty much the same fighter. Obviously, he's a little better, but Volk is going to win this fight. And I heard they're giving Movsar Evloev, I think his name starts like a peak or something like that's his name. He's another guy making his debut against Movsar Evloev. That's absolutely insane that they're screwing him over like this. It's also really insane that Movsar is not crashing out right now. He's accepting it. He's being humble. He also left a tweet saying he's going to fight in July and that Volk's going to fight in September and that they'll meet in December. I don't know about that, but we'll see. It's a really big, risky fight for Movsar, even though he'll probably win. Really shouldn't have to take that. But yeah, it is what it is. That's how it is. The UFC, they're really kind of falling off, but I am a UFC fan for life, and I'll always be with them, but this is definitely a really bad decision and a really bad moment in the UFC. Moving on to probably the second biggest headline last few days. I don't know what it is with Merab right here, dude. He's always posting his injuries, and it's really ironic how he's always posting his injuries like 2 weeks out before his fight. He did this with O'Malley the first time, you remember? When he got cut in the head. He literally went on live, watched him get stitches, and we thought he had to pull out. And now he's breaking his toe. By the way, I do apologize for the blurry screens, but it's just how it is. Yeah, I don't know if you all saw, but there's a video that went out of Merab breaking his toe in training. This is really bad. I think he'll still fight because if y'all didn't know, in his last fight against Umar, I'm pretty sure there was something really bad with him, a really bad injury or sickness or something, and his coach would have pulled him out if it was for him, but Merab still wanted to fight, and he went out there and beat Umar Nurmagomedov. Like, that's crazy. So, obviously, I know this isn't going to hold back Merab from fighting, but, I mean, I'm pretty sure if a doctor says no, you have to, but I'm not completely aware of that. But, yeah, I don't think this will affect much. It will obviously affect a little, but it's just a thing to keep in mind. He's really got to stop getting hurt before fights. Like, we are 2 weeks out from his fight. He can't be doing that. This is a major fight for him. I really hope that he hasn't screwed anything up with his toe, because as you can see, you can't really see, but like, it is purple. I saw a clear view of it. It looks really bad. It's definitely broken. And yeah, it's a problem. Maybe Merab will be okay. I mean, he was okay last time when he literally had to get stitches like 3 weeks out of his first fight against O'Malley. But yeah, hopefully he's okay. I think he'll probably thug it out. But it is nervous because we don't want that kind of main event to be canceled on us. Like, that's a big event, UFC 3. What is the UFC 316? Yeah, it's UFC 316. Would never want to see that event get canceled. That's a really good event. I'm really excited for it. And yeah, please don't screw this up, Merab. I'm really excited for this card. But yeah, last piece of the information. New fight got announced. Amir Albazi versus Tatsuro Tara. This is a good one. Top 5 match in the flyweight division. Obviously flyweight has not been the best division right now, but I still like it. It's not the best, but it's decent. I don't think it's boring. A lot of people say it's boring, but I think it's like casuals that say that. I like this matchup. I think it's pretty close. I mean, I used to think that Albazi would win this fight, but Albazi fought terrible against Moreno last fight. I don't know what was up with him, if he was sick or something, but he was not throwing. Like, he was not fighting. I remember him not using any of his grappling. He might have, or he maybe just got worse, because this fight was a long time ago, but I know he wasn't like himself, because I remember his Kai Kara France fight. That was a really good fight. That was a really close fight. Obviously, they gave that fight to him, but if he fights like himself, he'll have a really good chance to win. I think it'll be really close, and I would give him the upper hand. But I also not so confident about that, because Tatsuro Tara is also really good. He is coming off a loss to Brandon Royval. But Brandon Royval's a dog. Like, that's not a bad loss. And it was really close too. But yeah, he was undefeated until then. Now he's not. He has 1 loss. I think he will win this fight. I just don't think Albazi's going to change that much. Even if he does, even his normal self would struggle a lot in this fight. I don't know what's up with him. Hopefully this fight's gonna be a little close. I think Albazi's gonna fight better than he did last time, but I don't think he's gonna be back to where he usually was. Maybe something happened. I don't know. I don't know a lot. Albazi's not very active on Twitter or anything. nor is the UFC mentioned anything. I think Tara will win this fight fairly easily. He'll have some difficulty, but I think he'll get through it. He's just a really good grappler, a really good striker. He's really quick. Right now, he is more well-rounded, according to what I've seen based off Albazi's past. So, yeah, I think he's better everywhere right now. I think he's probably going to win this with not much difficulty. He might lose one round. I don't think he'll finish Albazi, but obviously it's possible. It is 5 rounds. I think he'll get a pretty easy decision and put himself back in the title picture. Obviously, he's not going to get a title shot next, but put himself back into, like, a number 1 contender fight. You know what I mean? But I am excited for this fight. I think it's in, like, August 2nd, around the early August area. This will be a good fight. Probably going to be a pretty decent event. I don't know if it's in the Apex or not. Probably is, but this is a good fight. I'm interested to see it. Let me know who y'all think wins this fight. Let me know what your thoughts on the headlines, like Merab and the toe issue, and, of course, the Volk situation, who's going to be fighting. And, yeah, drop a like below, comment, post notifications on, because I'm going to be posting a lot. And, yeah, also, other news, I didn't put it on here, but, I mean, people are just getting so sick of John Jones holding that belt. Like, people are now signing petitions. Like, what are y'all thoughts on that? Do you think they're going to strip him? I don't think they will, but interesting to see. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications. I will be back pretty soon.